Did you all want a shot?
I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. We're gonna drink a fine whiskey and smoke a really fine cigar.
It is time for happy hour. It is the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigars, spirits, the stories that go along with it. And today, August, I'm telling you, I'm Jamie Flanagan, by the way.
Oh, I'm August Kischleich.
And we do undoubtedly have whiskey and cigars today. Often when we're in the studio, we can't do cigars.
You don't do cigars. And I usually don't do the cigar events anyway.
We got a couple very special things happening today. We're recording a couple of episodes.
Yes.
And we're in a magnificent cigar lounge on wheels.
Yes, a lounge on wheels.
And coming up, we're going to be talking to Kent Fowler and all about the Sticks mobile cigar lounge. But we're parked outside of Thomas McGee's in Eastern Market.
One of my regular haunts. I'm down here quite often on this little block here.
And once again, talking
allegedly, come on.
Allegedly.
See me weekly, buddy.
Oh, I can confirm it if you need me to. Oh, yeah, I can confirm it. But if it's got to be alleged, I can do that too.
Okay. No, everyone knows where I'm at. It's fine. I'm a social media. Everyone knows where I'm at. All right, so that's technical difficulties of when we're doing the on-site podcast.
Yeah, so I got my bunny ears on. I know when I'm connected or not.
You know when you're talking and not. Okay.
But all right, we're here with the Erik, the owner.
Erik Olson. Yep.
And the
legendary Jet, front of the house, face of the place.
So August, this is your home away from home, Eastern Market.
Yes, I'm down here quite often. I spend too much time and money down here.
I'm going to let you drive this boat today.
Wow.
I got to light a cigar.
Hey, Randy Walker, another fellow podcaster.
Yeah.
How you doing there,
Randy? So, so we want to find out a little bit, Thomas McGee's. You guys have been here for a while. My wife and I were here, and you told us a fantastic story how it's named after your two grandmothers.
That's true. Yeah, it is.
Two last names of the two different grandmothers.
Yep.
And it just worked out nicely that one was Thomas, and it seems like a first name, but it was actually a last name. Yep. And then McGee's. We just thought that was the coolest thing ever, man. So we love family. We love family.
It is. There's actually three in there. So it's Thomas McGee. First off, thanks for having us, and thanks for setting up. And thanks to Sticks Lounge for doing this. The name comes from the grandmothers, and it's Shirley Thomas and Miriam McGee, so it's Thomas McGee. But the other half of the name is a sporting house. And when I went to market, I knew that I wanted to have a sports bar, but I didn't want it to be some cheesy generic place. So a classic term was a sporting house, and that was sort of like a sports bar back in the day, but it was a little bit more risque, kind of like a whorehouse. Nice. You can gamble on fights and and stuff like that. So my great Aunt Rose from Toledo owned a brothel on Front Street, and she went to jail during the Depression. She was on the cover of the Toledo Blade when they hooked her. She had a mink and pearls on and went to jail. So the name is a homage to three legendary women in my family. That's right.
And you've been down here in Eastern Market since
2013.
All right.
I was banging on the place in 2011, but I opened it in 2013.
Okay.
So what made you pick the Eastern Market area? It wasn't a lot new in 2011.
No, it was just a place that I really, really, really loved. And when I first kicked the tires at doing a bar, I was going to buy a bar on the east side, and the deal kind of fell apart. But my attorney was like, hang in there, think of something different. And I just thought about, like, where's that little bar that me and my dad used to go to? So I drove down to Eastern Market, parked in the parking lot, kind of retraced the steps, and the whole thing was covered up. This whole building was dormant, and there was like a little 4x4 hole. And I shined a flashlight and peeked in, and I could see a bar top.
Wow.
So that's the main pub area. Yeah. The room with the stage and everything, that was a fruit market.
Okay.
But so half of it was a bar that closed in 1997. So before we had casinos in Detroit, me and my dad would meet here. And it was called Murphy's at the time, and we'd rifle back a couple of beers, and we'd drive out to Windsor and go gamble all day.
Those temporary casinos for 24 years ago.
Yeah,
those ones.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly. Still got my money.
Yeah.
So now you've taken this place, and you've become quite I'm going to say a niche bar, but you have certain followings that just fill that place up at times when you really wouldn't expect bars to be full of people, huh?
I think that's kind of what we do, man. It's probably what we're best at, is absolutely rocking a house. at a time when nobody would think of going to a bar. Or, other bar owner friends always laugh at me and they say, man, we're just the exact opposite. Because, if there's no events in Eastern Market, it might be a ghost town down here, but 8:00 the next morning, if there's an English soccer game on, we're rammed with 150 people and we drain 3 barrels of Guinness.
Nice.
Yeah. So you are an official, aren't you? You are official Liverpool bar for Southeast Michigan?
Yeah, we are an international sports bar. We show world sports, and we have a 1,300 person Liverpool official supporters club that meet at our bar. And of that 1,300, probably 500 are pretty active. So it gets pretty.
I've witnessed them firsthand a couple times.
Did
they spill on you?
They one guy did. It was kind of tense at a moment. I did come down, knew what I was getting into. I came down for the Spurs Liverpool match. I'm a Spurs fan, Tottenham Hotspurs, and a guy just kept screaming in my ear. And I'm like, Winston, referencing one of their bartenders. I'm like, Winston, this dude, he's like, just wait for it. It'll be okay. And then something happened. He just starts screaming in my ear. And I can feel his spit in my ear. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be real bad in a minute if he does it again. And then the half ends, and the guy taps me on the shoulder. Is like, hey, I'm really sorry about that. My name's so-and-so. I run an Apple store in Somerset. You should come see me sometime. And I'm like, what just happened? And he completely switched personalities. And Winston's like, I told you he was cool. He's just a little wound up.
And I
like,
just made a best friend.
All right. Yeah, he's exactly what he's saying. He's like, I run an Apple store in Somerset. Come see me. I'm like, okay.
Exactly. You don't exist while the match is on, but during halftime, they'll buy you a beer to make up for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's I've never had a bad time. And also, like, when USA soccer matches, when international games are, I come down for that kind of stuff in Champions League. So, and you also are big on in the boxing scene, in the Formula One
yes,
scene, right?
boxing.
Boxing's huge for us because I've been involved in boxing all my life. So, run a big amateur program, and then we do a lot of big piece of the fundraising for the Detroit Golden Gloves every year, and I manage.
I've been to those events.
I manage a pro fighter that's a world champion, and help a lot of young Detroit fighters transition to the pro game. And we've done boxer reunions here, and so ex fighters from all over the world.
I might have stumbled into Tommy Hearns in your bar once.
Yeah,
that's
happened. Yeah, the Hitman's here. Yeah, Milt McCrory's here. So the list goes on and on, but I'm a real boxing dork, so that I could get pretty deep into that list.
Do you do the fights here, like the pay-per-view fights?
Yeah, we show
some of the big ones.
Most of the big pay-per-views.
Okay.
Most of the big pay-per-views, and on a weekly basis, we show all the fights.
Okay. Never any issues with knuckleheads?
No, that's more of a UFC thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping you were going to say, because I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
I think it's a different kind of crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the UFC guys look at the TV and think they can do that, but a guy who watches Floyd Mayweather goes, "There's no way in hell."
I don't know. I've watched some guys walk out of Rocky films, like Italian dudes, thinking that they were, suddenly out of Jersey or Philly. But yeah, no, I've always had a great time on the patio watching sports over here.
Mm-hmm.
What you guys have been doing your own barrel picks too, which I know that's kind of the hot thing. So people are doing it all over the place, but. You've had recently. You had a whiskey. Did you have a tequila before? Or no?
No, we've never done a tequila. We've had a couple of offers, but I'm just a little nervous to do it because we just don't sell.
Not tequila bar.
A lot of tequila, but we do
Irish tequila.
We should probably do it at some point. Jet and I have actually talked about it. We should probably do it at some point, but whiskey's my thing. So
you had I was here for was it a Pendleton event recently?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got another big one coming up too.
Oh, you got another one coming up?
Yeah, it's a rodeo girl event, so it's gonna be fun.
Tell me what that is.
It's just a theme for a good party. The girls want to throw a party, and that's what they're gonna do. So Pendleton Whiskey, which sponsors a rodeo, is bringing it in. So it's like a Western kind of a hot thing right now. So
you're gonna add rodeo to your boxing and Formula One and English soccer and U.S. soccer.
I'll add the rodeo girls.
Okay.
We show horse racing too.
Yeah, we show
okay. You guys do rugby and cricket or not?
We do.
Yes,
actually.
we do.
Yeah, we do.
Formula One.
I thought I caught a cricket match here once.
We do. Yeah, we have a pretty close relationship with the Caribbean community in Detroit, and a lot of them are cricket fans. So we show their World Cup games, and we show their
some pop-ups here in the past that you guys have done with some Caribbean food that was really good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been delicious. So, Jamie, there's a question that you're dying to ask that you ask all of our bar owner friends.
Oh, so no, it's like, tell me about your childhood.
That's the one.
All right. Yeah, Eric.
Yeah.
Tell me about your childhood.
I didn't grow up in a bar. A lot of bar owners did. I don't know. Kind of basic American divorce family.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
split between Detroit and the east side, in the east side of Detroit and Mount Clemens.
Okay.
My mother and stepfather lived in Mount Clemens, and my father lived on the east side in the city. So we just kind of up and down 94 nonstop.
Yeah.
And then I've been in the city my whole life.
Yeah, I grew up on the east side. I'm a St. Jude kid. I went to the
I
Mount
remember
Kelly.
we had this conversation. Yeah.
That's right.
But
What about you, Jet? Where are you from?
I'm from Romulus.
Oh, okay.
So I was born in Brightmoor, the neighborhood in Detroit. Yep. Moved to Romulus when I was 6. Stayed there until finished high school. Did my undergrad at U of M Ann Arbor. I stayed out there for about 10 years and then made my way back here. And Thomas McGee's was my most recent stop. And they
she stayed.
Me. Yeah.
and it's stuck.
She's going to be here longer than me.
It's true. Seriously, this is the longest that I've, because I'm a migrator. So this is the longest that I've been at an establishment, and I've, had my hand in multiple fields and multiple careers, and this one just kind of stuck. So.
Well, and he said, how long you been together? You said 5-6 years?
6.5.
Because I can't remember coming down here without you being here. You're the pretty face in front.
Yeah,
that's right.
I've officially been here more than half of the life of Thomas McGee.
That's true. Yeah.
So, but what's you do a regular? What are your regular events? Your regular theme nights that you guys have down here?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, Thursdays. A lot of cigar guys come down for the patio, and we do vinyl records.
You do it almost year round, right?
Yeah. We do vinyl records. We call it smoking vinyl. A lot of the guys from the different cigar clubs come down. Music nerds, locals, stuff like that. And that's on Thursdays. Excuse me. Fridays is market day. So that's kind of our thing. Saturdays is market day. Saturday nights rotate. Fridays DJ Uptown plays, Jamaican dude. He does a mix of old school pop, a lot of Caribbean music, R&B, stuff like that. So we kind of just rotate that. And
Sundays are dedicated to the Lions.
Yeah, so, right now I bet they are.
Oh, nice.
Sundays are dedicated to the Lions, but we have a smoking DJ, the legendary Janelle Hearns, man, who used to be with the Pistons. Okay. And now she has time for me. Hey. So she does 4:00 on the patios every Sunday, and then weather permitting, and then we slide her inside. And it's a real cool, very lady-centric mix. Her track selection is fantastic.
Now, as much as I love the Pistons, I have a great betting trend that I've been very successful at lately. Anytime I see the Pistons up by 15 or more, I immediately go in and put $10 to $25 on the team they're playing against because they blow a lead like nobody's business.
Did it again last
night, and I won.
Yeah,
it's heartbreaking, but
but we're one game out.
We're one game out. 3 games in.
One game out, baby.
3 games in.
That's
all right. Any charity events or anything coming up real soon? What you got going on?
The rodeo, the Whiskey Girl, the rodeo party.
So what's the date on that?
That's Friday, November 15th.
Okay.
That's going to be cool. Down the road, we always do our Boxing Day blowout, which is the day after Christmas. Right. And it's like they play English soccer all day. So it's a big day drinking party.
It's a big day for English soccer. Yeah. Yeah,
that's a big one. The Tyson Fury fight's coming up. Tyson Fury and Usyk are coming up in December. And that's like a 5-6 p.m. fight.
Oh,
so we'll build something around
That'd be great. You guys aren't doing the Tyson and the YouTube dude fight, are you?
None of the goofball stuff.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Good.
The goofballs.
And then, just our normal things. But we do, I always forget to tell people when I got a mic in front of me, but we do have event rental space. And we give you a really easy time to throw a party. We've got a list of preferred DJs that are always hot. We got a list of preferred caterers, and we can tailor and theme your party to however you want it. So, you got an event coming up, give us a look.
All right.
So tell me about the whiskeys that are on the shelf. What's your favorite on the shelf?
There's no way I can.
I can't pick amongst the children. You can't pick which children Robbie loves the most.
So what's something unique what's something unique on the shelf that someone comes out here?
So we do have some unique things on the shelf, man. We got the Orphan Barrel series, which is I procured that years ago, and then I buried it. And then I waited till everybody else is gone, so I brought it back out. So it's it's really high end stuff, but it's really unique. And every bottle and every expression is different. We have our current single barrel pick, which is Jefferson Ocean, and it's a weeded version. And we kind of myself and Jet and Ronnie Cash, one of our other bartenders, the three of us are kind of the staple in all the barrel picks that we do, and it just seems to be a little bit better if I take the girls with me.
Okay,
because it just puts a lady's touch on the barrel. Women have twice as many taste buds, and we tend to be real one dimensional with what us fellas drink, whereas women can. I always say like they can taste a broader array of flavors and things like that. So it's cool to have a lady's touch on the barrel because we are selling whiskey to everybody. So that's the current single barrel pick, and I think. I mean, the cat's out of the bag. We did an Elijah Craig before, and Elijah Craig wants us to do another one real bad. So we know we're going to do that. And
I think I drank most of that when you guys had it.
That was
I drank a ton of it.
Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah. And there may be like a Knob Creek in the future.
All right. And how deep is the bench? How long is that whiskey list?
Inside?
Yeah.
We probably got about 100 up there right now.
Okay.
You know,
that's
what do we have in our hands right now?
Speaking of which, well, this is one of our house.
Cheers. One
of our house shots, man. Is we love our friends at Bushmills Irish Whiskey. It's one of the oldest distilleries in the world, if not the oldest. It's on the very northern tip of the island of Ireland, in the town of Bushmills. When you look across from the distillery, you can actually see Scotland on a nice day. So it's very different than Jameson, because this actually tastes like whiskey. So it's this particular version is the Bushmills Prohibition Peaky Blinder inspired bottle. It's 92 proof, and it's all barley. So,
is this something unique to you, or is this something
they made it as unique to us as they could? They shipped every drop of this that came to Michigan for the first 3 months came to us.
Nice.
And then the rest of the state got it. So it was kind of their way of saying thank you.
Okay.
We can't ship a single barrel from Ireland. There's not a legal way to do that.
Okay.
So that's what they did for us.
All right.
So you can get this anywhere now.
Okay.
Go to your good liquor store and ask for Bushmills Prohibition. If you're a Peaky Blinders fan, it's got the Shelby Company Limited label right on the bottle. You'll see it.
Okay.
Oh, no kidding.
That's one. That's one for the bar for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So cheers. Thanks for everybody for having us.
Cheers. And the website?
ThomasMcGees.com. ThomasMagees.
All right. And you got a nice calendar up there. You keep things up to date as to what's happening and what's
I use Facebook a lot, but it mirrors right under our website. Yeah. And there's a sports schedule on there, and you can keep abreast of what's going on down here and in Eastern Market as well.
So, Jet, what do you need to tell us about Thomas McGee's that we don't know?
That you don't know?
Yeah, because I don't know a lot, so I'm pretty dumb. I don't know a whole lot.
He's from like Troy's way up there.
Is that we are a hidden gem of cocktails.
Oh, cocktails!
We very much pride ourselves on the cocktails, both that we make from the barrel picks.
Mm-hmm.
We tend to do old fashions and classic cocktails as well. We have a killer Bloody Mary. Our Irish coffee is the best that it competes with anything that anybody's had around the world. And it's not just me saying it. It's because people tell us so.
Come down for the cocktails. Get some whiskey.
That's a perfect example of why Jet's here.
That's it.
I drink shots all day and I don't drink cocktails.
That's why we need
cocktails are fantastic, and I forget to say that.
Well, that's why he says when he travels and does his drink and he has a woman with him. So keep there you go.
That is it. Awesome. Well, so you guys, thanks for coming into the Man Cave. Actually, Sticks Mobile Lounge.
Yes,
the mobile
man cave. The Man Cave looks a lot better today than it normally does.
Yes, it absolutely does.
We'll have you in the studio one time. We have a studio in Southfield. Sure. It does have a full bar in it, so it's kind of it's a different vibe, but you just can't have your sticks there.
Yeah, that's so no smoky in the studio.
There's no secret. We're doing another podcast.
We'll
with the Sticks
pull
guys.
The Sticks Lounge up outside. We'll tailgate your podcast.
Yeah,
there you go. And so we're doing that. We're going to have them on the next podcast. That's going to be recorded. But you were kind enough. We worked this out because you have a smoke friendly patio establishment with your smoke vinyl night. We figured we pulled these guys up. Everyone gets to cross pollinate and meet each other and. You guys can hopefully do some things in the future.
Yeah, man, this was cool, man. As soon as August said it, I couldn't say yes fast enough. It's a great idea. So there's
thanks for having us.
Thanks everybody. Yep.
Cheers.
All right, Slancha. So this is the part where we say, like and subscribe
to
and,
all those podcast things and all the podcast places
and all the podcast places.
That's it. All right, we'll see you next time.